So you may heard of buyer personas before. That is, who is the person who is most likely to buy from you, the person that gives you the most pleasure and profit. We've all had that client or that customer who we have to keep reselling, keep explaining things that you're giving them this much, so they should only get this much, but all of a sudden you've opened up everything because they keep asking questions and it's become an all you can eat buffet of all that you have available to you. So how many of you have your personas already in place? All right. Okay, no worries. If you don't, we'll go through how to have them. And then also for those of you who do, or how to craft them. But also for those of you who do, how are you utilizing them and how many do you have? Because some businesses have more than one persona, especially at different stages of their business. So let's go ahead and dive in. A persona is. So sure, no worries. See, I love that. That's what, oh, wrong, put the wrong thing there. But I love that you asked that, Adam. So what a persona is actually describing out who that best customer is, or the best client that gives you the most pleasure and the most profit. So where do they live? What do they like to do? How many children do they have? What is it that they do for a living? What are the things that they enjoy for recreation? What do they, are they readers? Do they like to study? So what are their different behaviors, their personality styles? What are they experiencing in their life? That's what a persona is. And you actually write that all down and then you give them even a name. So I've seen people name their personas Metro Michaela, a Diligent Dan. I've heard them also just, name them. That's Bob. That's Julie, our two different customers, because when we're dealing with men who are doing this, that's Bob is more likely to be the best customer for us that we want to just buy from us all day long. Julie is another customer. So that is exactly what a persona is. Some people call it different, either their avatar, their customer avatar, or persona. So see, there are lots of different personas you can have, and you can be playful like that, or you can just, as I said, as one company was very, very direct in saying just, it's Bob or Julie, either one. So when we look at personas, we're looking at what their interests are. That's really what we're going to. So an identity of who we are when it puts a face in our business of not who we are, sorry, not who we are, who are your best customers? What do they look like? What do they sound like? What are your best customers experiencing right now that they are going to reach out for your product, service, or solution? So it's who is your best customer. So for example, in this business's example, Daniel is their best customer. I'm not saying, everybody, that you cannot serve anybody, everybody, and somebody. You absolutely can. But if your messaging and all your content is focused on anybody, everybody, and somebody, you'll get their second cousin, nobody, because it's going to be generic. They're not going to see themselves in that story or benefiting from your product, service, or solution. But when they see the content that they need, it helps them solve a problem, or you know what, I've been thinking about that, or oh, I wondered about that. And it really is aligned with who they are, and they feel like they are walking within, right next to you. You're experiencing the same thing or have experienced what they have. Then all of a sudden, when they see your content, they look and they think, oh my gosh, they get me. They really understand. So as we look at what they do and what they understand, we need to look at their interests. So in Daniel's business, so Daniel, he is interested in traveling and cooking and sports. We can look at the left-hand side under Daniel's photo and see that he's 35, where he's located at, what his occupation, whether or not he's married, children, and his annual income. Again, you may not know that, but you might have a ballpark figure for all of your customers who you work with, and maybe some of them fit under different personas, or you have two or three. Or like somebody, let me see, I saw somebody right here, Gail. Um, she has four, which is fine. I've seen people with even 7 different personas, but they know who they're speaking to in their content for each of their personas, which makes their content not just strong, but also visible. Because when the algorithm, but really people and platform, that combined, when they see that you're answering the questions that they need, that's when it actually pushes up higher in search and shows it more, because Google wants to trust the sources that it's sharing with its customers, which are the people who pay for ads and the people who search. So then it also goes through the challenges. that Daniel's going through right now. He can't find time for personal life, right? He's feeling so disconnected that maybe that's why, he maybe he wants kids or not. We don't know. He doesn't have them right now, but we know he feels challenged. The steps that he's going to take this, so he's going to purchase the time management application because that's what this business happened to be selling, what his goals are, what he would want from having the tool or the service, what his motivation was to be more organized, but also to find more time, right? We saw that in the challenges, that second block, he can't find time for personal life. And then also frustrations, he doesn't want something that's going to suck up more time, and where he gets his info and additional information. Having all these details about your buyer persona helps you focus your messaging so well that they can't help but see, you know what, this person can help me.